The 20s. We all remember the 20s, don't we? Because we're living in them now. But I'm not talking about the 2020s. I'm going to talk about the 1920s. This was the period between the two world wars. And it was a time of great optimism. There were many people who hear about the roaring 20s. They just wanted to let it all go. And there were those who were very, very desperate not to see another war like the one they had experienced. The League of Nations had been set up, and the whole purpose of the League of Nations was to end all war. Here in Wales, this small country, people were very, very international in their outlook. They realised that for war to end, all the countries in the world had to work together. We're only a small country, what could we do? But if we helped others to look at it in this way, maybe we could do a lot. So it was decided in 1924 that an appeal would be made by the women in Wales to the women in America to ask the President of America to sign up to the League of Nations. The women in Wales organised themselves all across Wales to gather these signatures. So by going door to door across Wales, in just a few short months, nearly 400,000 signatures were signed up to this appeal. That, I think, amounted to about 70% of women in Wales at that time. Now, if you put all those petitions together, end to end, it would take you 7 miles to walk along that line. All these signatories and an appeal were put in a special casket and was taken by 4 women to America. They crossed on the SS Cedric, and they arrived in America, and they talked to many of the women's organisations at that time, and they even saw the president himself. Sadly, America didn't sign up to the League of Nations. Here, in Blaen y Gwent, women signed a petition. The National Library for Wales is transcribing all of those signatures so that you can go online and you can find out whether your great-grandmother, your great-aunts, or other members of your family, whether they signed that petition. One of the women in Abbas, who was very prominent in getting these signatures together, was Mrs. Agnes Beatrice Dolman. She was also responsible for getting the war memorial erected in Abertillery, which you can see at the bottom of Queen Street. A lot of fundraising had to be done to get this war memorial erected, and the Met held one of the charity nights. This is a book about the appeal. And one of the main organisers of the appeal, Mrs. Annie Hughes Griffiths, she called the appeal a crusade, the united will of women against war. From the homes in Wales to the homes in America. What a vision, what a legacy. Now, I think we should be thinking about what we can do to carry on that baton, because they haven't achieved, have they, the end of war yet. So what part can we play in this great mission?